How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Your boy I'm Viking here, and today bringing you a special edition. We are looking at the Mechromancer Gaige in Borderlands 2. DLC came out just today, so her first ability is Summon the Death Trap. The Death Trap is a summon machine that will hunt out, find, and kill nearby enemies. We're just kind of rolling through the different trees here. You have Ordered Chaos, Little Big Trouble, and Best Friends Forever. As I'm reading through these, a lot of really cool things going on through these trees. This specific class is more of I'd say an intermediate class. So there's going to be a lot of different things in here that deal with stacks and timing and shooting or not shooting or shooting in bursts and different things of this nature. This specific class, the Mechromancer, is going to be, like I said, an intermediate class. If you're a beginner to Borderlands, you might want to try another class first to kind of get a feel for it. This is going to be, like I said, just a little more complicated. So when we get into the Ordered Chaos tree, the first couple things you can get into: smaller, lighter, faster. Increases your reload speed, but decreases your magazine size. And obviously that will increase as you go through the different various levels of that. Anarchy. Killing an enemy or fully emptying your gun's magazine while in combat grants you a stack of Anarchy. For every stack of Anarchy you gain bonus gun damage, but your accuracy is decreased. Permanently reloading your gun removes all stacks of Anarchy. Anarchy stacks are quickly lost while in fight for your life. Now these stacks of Anarchy make your gun just ridiculously powerful, but it greatly decreases your accuracy. So having more accurate weapons will be a bonus when you're rolling into that. And then the rest of this tree kind of plays off the Anarchy portion of it. So pre-shrunk Cyberpunk, increase all maximum number of Anarchy stacks you can have, gaining you additional 50. I think here you get a maximum of 150, so that'll bring it up to 200. Robot damage, your Death Trap ability. Death Trap lashes out with a flurry of attacks. If one attack is good, then 7 should be elected mayor. Boom. Blood-soaked shield. Killing an enemy immediately restores a portion of your shields, but you lose a portion of your health. So it's kind of a trade-off. Gain 20% of your shields, lose 1% of your current health. Not a bad ratio there. Typecast Iconoclast. Whenever you get a stack of Anarchy, there's a chance that you gain an additional stack. So each consecutive level, you'll be gaining more and more stacks. Discord. Prematurely reloading activates Discord, granting you bonus accuracy, fire rate, and health regeneration. You constantly lose Anarchy stacks while Discord is active. Discord can be shut off by prematurely reloading again. Now, a Discord is really nice. You're getting more fire rate, more accuracy, but you're losing your Anarchy ability. Again, this is all kind of based on, like I said, stacking and firing and reloading, so it's a little more of a complicated class in this Ordered Chaos, but it looks really cool. Annoyed Android, the movement speed of your Death Trap is increased. Rational Anarchist. If you have 0 stacks of Anarchy, the next time you would gain an Anarchy stack, you gain 25 instead. So you would gain, instead of 1, you'd hit 25. Death from above. So shooting an enemy while in mid-air consumes a stack of Anarchy and causes a digi explosion, damaging nearby enemies. So jump shots equals an explosion. The nth degree. Every nth bullet that hits an enemy will ricochet towards another nearby enemy. So every 9th bullet you shoot, it's going to go off and hit another enemy. With claws. The melee override skill. When you have stacks of Anarchy, you press R3 to digistruct claws and swipe twice at an enemy, dealing damage based on the number of Anarchy stacks you currently have and restoring your health. The lower your health, the more health you gain. This attack consumes an Anarchy stack. So let's say you have 200 stacks. You break this thing out, whoever you're hitting is pretty much dead. So that's ordered chaos. You're a little big trouble. More pep. Increase the chances of applying burn, electrocute, corrode, and slag status effects. Now this specific tree is more kind of geared towards your elementals, as where ordered chaos is geared towards stacking and unstacking your anarchy. So this is more of an elemental type tree. A lot of cool things in here as well. Alright, this guy grant you resistance to shock damage and also increasing your shield capacity. Myelin. Strength of 5 gorillas, so this is basically increasing your melee damage by 3%, and it stacks throughout the levels you progress into it. It also increases the melee damage of your death trap as well. The Stare, it's a death trap ability. Death trap fires a laser beam and sweeps it across the battlefield, dealing burn damage and possibly igniting enemies. This is cool. Yeah, I mean, just the overall ability is really neat. Shock Storm, killing an enemy with a critical hit causes an electrical storm, dealing electrocute damage to nearby enemies. Electrical storms are also caused by Death Trap whenever he kills an enemy. So anytime your Death Trap kills an enemy, boom, electrical storms. If you kill an enemy with a critical hit, electrical storms. Electrical Burn. When your electrocute status effect deals damage to enemies, there's a chance that they will burst into flames and take burn damage. The amount of burn damage is based on the electrocute damage dealt. So you're hoping that this kicks in towards, you know, halfway or closer to the end. When they're getting electrocuted, boom, they ignite into flames and they deal even more damage. Shock and Awe. Reloading your gun causes an electrical explosion, damaging nearby targets. Awesome. Awesome. Anytime you reload, boom, electrical explosion. Love it. Evil Enchantress. This is a kill skill. So killing an enemy increases the damage that your burn, electrocute, and corrode status effects deal for a short period of time. Elemental effect chance plus 6%, and then as you stack, it's going to get greater and greater and greater. This is awesome, especially if you like using elemental weapons, which I do. Great, great perk. Wires Don't Talk. Increase all shock and electrocute damage that you inflict. So if you're doing shock and electrocute, that's the way to go. 1-2 Boom. This is a Death Trap ability. Death Trap shoots out an orb of energy. If you end up shooting this orb of energy, it will explode and shock nearby enemies. Also, a great little thing. So even if you don't shoot it, it's hitting an enemy, they're taking damage. If you do happen to shoot it, boom, explodes, shock damage to nearby enemies. Interspersed Outburst. Not shooting an enemy for a short time grants you a stack of Interspersed Outburst. The next time you shoot an enemy, all stacks of Interspersed Outburst are consumed and you deal bonus slag damage. Now real quick, for those of you who don't know what slag damage does, when an enemy is slagged, it greatly reduces their defenses. So if an enemy has the slag effect, you shoot them with a standard weapon and they take massive amounts of damage. So that's what slag damage is. The more stacks consumed, the higher the skill rank, the greater the chance of slagging the target. So again, just more status effects affecting the enemies and just annihilating everybody. Last but not least, Make It Sparkle. Shooting Death Trap with an elemental weapon charges him with that element, causing his melee attacks to deal additional damage of that element. So say you have a corrode weapon, shoot your Death Trap, he's dealing corrode damage anytime he hits a guy. Or electrocute, burn, explosion, slag, all these different elements that he will be dealing, just makes him that much more effective. Last but not least, Best Friends Forever. This is more, to me, kind of a support for your teammates and for you. Ultimately going to make your Death Trap stronger and protect the both of you. So close enough. Your bullets that hit walls and other objects have a chance to ricochet towards a nearby enemy. Ricochet bullets deal reduced damage. This is helpful, especially if your aim's not that great like mine. So you have a 10% chance at the first level to actually ricochet that bullet back to another enemy, so you're constantly doing damage even if you're missing, so that's good. Cooking up trouble. While your gun's magazine is full, you regenerate health. Duh, no brainer. When is your magazine not full? You're always reloading. Boom, there it is. You regen health. The better half. When your magazine is half empty, you gain a fire rate bonus. So even as you're emptying your gun, halfway through you're gaining more fire rate. Easy enough. Backup. This is a Death Trap ability. Death Trap restores your shields of one ally, so whether it be you or an ally you're playing with. Fancy mathematics. Improves your shield recharge delay and the recharge rate based on how low your health is. The lower your health, the greater the bonus. So you're about to die, your shields are gone. This skill will just pretty much instantly regen your shields. Potent as a pony. Increase the maximum health for you and your Death Trap. It's simple, straightforward. You both gain a health bonus. Upshot Robot. While Death Trap is active, if you or Death Trap kill an enemy, it increases Death Trap's duration and grants both of you with stackable melee bonus. Bonuses are lost when Death Trap goes away. So killing an enemy adds 5 seconds to Death Trap's duration plus a 4% melee damage per stack. So anytime you're killing guys or Death Trap's killing guys, you're keeping him out longer, and also you're obviously gaining more melee damage bonus to that as well. Unstoppable Force. This is a kill skill. Killing an enemy grants you bonus movement speed and causes your shields to regenerate for a short while. Great, you move faster, your shields regen faster, you can get out of trouble and help yourself stay alive a little bit longer. Explosive Clap. Death Trap ability. Death Trap causes an explosion in front of him, dealing explosive damage to all nearby enemies. Simple enough. Made of sterner stuff. You and Death Trap gain damage reduction against all damage types. Additionally, Death Trap gains bonuses to melee damage. And I'll kind of show you here in a sec what the Death Trap does and what it looks like, at least at this stage. 20% cooler, increases the cooldown rate of your action skills, so your Death Trap, instead of being 60 seconds, is 20% less of that. And Sharing is Caring. Grants a copy of your shield to your Death Trap. So not only do you have a shield, but now your Death Trap has your shield, which means, you know, he's not going to kill as fast, he'll stay out longer, and then if you're spec'd into this guy, the Upshot Robot, he's just going to stay out there that much longer because you're going to be killing guys and stacking and stacking and stacking. So, overall, really cool class. I'm really glad they brought this. I think this Ordered Chaos would be really, really cool to get into, although it is probably the most complicated of the two. Looks really cool. Again, this one's more of your fire, electrical, most of your status effects are going to be throughout this specific tree, and then obviously staying alive and doing massive amounts of damage here as well. Bonuses to health and damage and shield and things like that. So very cool. Real quick, let's just get in here and I'll show you what Death Trap looks like and what he can do as soon as it's available. 60-second cooldown on this guy, peeps. Got myself a new sniper rifle. Beauty. I know you're up here. Alright. Yep. Here we go. And welcome Death Trap. What's up, guys? What's up? You can't really see him because the bullymongs are beating up on him, but this is him over here. And he's just wailing away. And look at how long he stays out here too. I just want you to notice that because it's considerable. You know, especially for it being pretty low level still, it's considerable. What do we got? Oh yes, more guys. Beautiful. I mean, he really stays out here for a long time. I love it. And he does decent damage. I mean, he's just swiping away with his Digiclaws. Earlier, I was when I first brought him out, there was Rack just hanging out in the sky, and he just went and sought him out and annihilated him. Just got up there, he was throwing lightning bolts. Really cool. So that's my death trap right there. And obviously, you know, the more you bonus into him, the more he's going to be better, and you're going to be better. Overall, just a really cool class. Really excited to play with this character, and I can't wait to see what other kind of DLC 2K brings to this game. So thank you guys for watching. I know it's a little bit of a longer episode, but I just really wanted to break that down for you guys. And that's it. Your boy, I'm Viking, signing off. Peace.